Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Huskers in Enemy Territory. Today, I'm going to do a top 10 all-time Nebraska football list. I've been wanting to do this for a while, especially since there's kind of a lull between NCAA March Madness games. So why don't we just start now? My number one player on my list is Mike Rozier. He was a Heisman Trophy winner, and he had around 4,000 plus rushing yards in his career. Played in the early '80s. Just unbelievable running back in the 19, I think 83 Orange Bowl. He had like 145 rushing yards in I think the first half of the game, and that was against Miami's number two ranked rushing defense, which is insane. Obviously, I was like three or whatever, but I kind of looked up some statistics before starting my video just to have some cheat notes. So bear with me a little bit. Number two, I went with Tommy Frazier. He's one of my favorite players of all time. So that might have a little bit to do with my list, but you know what? It's my list. If you don't like it, leave a comment in the comment section below. He was a two-time national champion, Heisman runner-up, and he also won quarterback of the year. It just seemed like he was a difference maker on the field. Had just an unbelievable awareness of making a big play, especially in the game against Florida in the national championship game. He had like a 75 or 76 yard touchdown run where like nine Florida players tried to tackle him, basically couldn't do it. It was just unbelievable. I'll never forget that touchdown run for the rest of my life. Number three, I put Ndamukong Suh. He was a Lombardi Trophy winner. He won the Outland Trophy. He was a Heisman finalist, which he should have won. You know, the whole Heisman Trophy thing, that could be its own video on its own, honestly. In '09, he had 85 tackles, 12 sacks, 24 tackles for loss, which surprisingly isn't a Nebraska record, honestly, which is crazy. But yeah, he's number three. Number four would be Dave Remington. He played guard. He was the two-time Outland Trophy winner and a Lombardi Trophy winner. Only offensive lineman to win the Outland Trophy twice. Uh, and they also have named a trophy after him, the Dave Remington Award for the most outstanding offensive lineman in the country. Number five is Johnny Rogers. He won the Heisman Trophy. Um, he at the time when he played, his um, all-purpose yards was at 5,586. I didn't look up to see if that record had been broken, but also played uh, wide receiver. He was kind of an all-purpose type of dude, really. Notable was a game against Oklahoma where he had like a 75-yard punt return for a touchdown. It was the game of the century, basically, versus Oklahoma. I think in 1971. Number six is Dean Steincooler, Outland Trophy winner, Lombardi Trophy winner. In the 1983 national championship game against Miami, he was the famous guy for taking Turner Gill's fumble to the touchdown called the Fumbarooski. College football kind of changed after that, and I believe the next year they didn't allow fumbles to be advanced for any type of yards or touchdowns. I could be wrong on that one, but just let me know in the comment section if you know the exact year or whatever on that. Number 7, I put Eric Crouch. He was a Heisman winner. He was the fourth player to pass and rush for over 3,000 yards. So there's only 3 other guys that have done that, which is pretty crazy. So that's why he's number 7. Number 8, I have Grant Wistrom, Lombardi winner, 3-time national champion, 26 and a half total sacks. This is the guy that had more tackles for loss. He had 58 and a half tackles for a loss. So that's the record for Nebraska. So that's why I was like, oh man, looking at Sue, he had 24. And then basically Grant Wistrom more than doubled that number. That's pretty crazy. Number 9, I had Ahmad Green. He had the freshman record for. He still has the freshman record for most yards in a season at 1,086. He had 13 touchdowns that year, and over his career, he averaged 7.7 yards a rush. So that just is insane. So I had to have him in my top 10. Number 10, I had Scott Frost. He was a 2-time national champion, a 24-2 record overall as a player. What was it? The 10th player in college football to both run 1,095 and pass 1,237 yards. I believe that's just in one season. So that's pretty impressive for him. Number 11, and this is a bonus. I wanted to do a bonus. I put Levante David. He had 152 tackles in his first year at Nebraska, which is a record, I believe, for any player on the defense. In one game, he had 19 tackles versus South Dakota State. He had some other impressive stats. I think he had about 11 sacks total for his time in Nebraska. I think about 15 interceptions. So overall, he is probably one of the best linebackers to ever play at Nebraska. Obviously, we have some other guys that played for us, but he's just kind of recently or recency bias type thing. I don't know. But I think a lot of Nebraska fans would probably agree that he is probably one of the best linebackers to ever play at Nebraska. There are definitely a lot of guys that could be on this list, but I just wanted to do my top 10. Comment below and tell me kind of what you guys think of my top 10. And also maybe put it down there what your top 10 would be for Nebraska's or list or whatever. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell notifications for future videos. And as always, go Big Red.